All right, I'm still going. So, getting down through here now. But I just want to show you what I do. I clean it. I clean it all the way to the bottom, and yes, I can't get that very bottom row of mud out because the block was laid on mud. It must have rained between foundation and block masons. So I clean it the best I can. I scrub it with wire brush. Every inch is scrubbed with a wire brush. Then tar that seam down the bottom. Also tar, you can see this ledge right here. I can't see, well, with the phone I can, but if I can't see underneath a ledge, then just like that, I have to assume that there's a hole under there. So all that gets tarred. Any seam like that's not been filled, and that one there ain't bad. This one right here, water's gonna go through that. Down there's one. Water's gonna go through that. Down I go. Sweeping, wire brushing. Got the broom right here. Got a pile of dirt under my feet where it gets swept down. Step by step by step I go. Hand brushing. I hand brush every seam. I know every seam. There's no crack in it. If there's a hole, I fill it with tar. I'm getting ready to do this section, but it's kind of, everybody says my videos are boring, but so I'm gonna tell you a little story. This is kind of funny. I was lucky enough to have two grandfathers alive growing up. One, my grandfather, West Palm Beach, Florida, had a construction company, and he always said, watch your pennies and your dollars take care of themselves. And I had a grandfather in Coal City, West Virginia, and even as a kid, 8, 9, 10 years old, we worked for my grandfather on his sawmill. He cut stuff for the mines, cut wedges and gluts for the mines, and we was 10 years old. Thank God Grandma couldn't see us from the sawmill from the house, because we'd work for Papa all the time. And we'd be cutting wedges, running big old saws, and cutting wedges, and we got paid for those wedges by the bundle, 21 in a bundle. And Grandpa would always say, we'd always ask him, how many bundles we got? How many bundles we got as we was going along a day? And he would always say, don't you worry about those bundles. Those bundles will take care of themselves. And just like this wall right here, just like I teach my kids, no matter what, both grandparents were saying the same thing. It didn't matter if it was pennies or if it was wedges, or if you're laying a floor, or if you're doing tile, or if you're sealing a foundation. My job isn't sealing this entire foundation. My job is it's filling from right here to right here. It's finishing this job in this piece that I can reach. And if and doing floors, I teach my kids, you're not laying a floor, you're laying one piece, and you lay that piece and you check all the corners, and then you move forwards, then you lay another piece, and pretty soon that floor is going to take care of itself, just like this foundation. I do one section at a time, what I can reach right here. The rest of this foundation is irrelevant. What's in front of my face is all that's important, and that's the reason why I do what I do. And I'm slower. I'm not going over mud. I'm not worried about time. I'm not worried about anything except my reputation when I get finished with this thing. And when I'm all done, I can look this man in the face and I can tell him it'll hold water. I put a coat on that wall, and then I done a second coat just for fun, because I know I can warranty something that I done one section at a time. My job right now is from right there to right here. This right here is my entire job. When I'm done with that job, then my next job is where my feet are. So, hope that was a funny little story.